Streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center. This is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Hey, good Wednesday afternoon. I'm Nick Oresco. Thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. We'll get to your top stories in just a moment. Let's first check in with 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis. Back-to-back days, Brian. I kind of messed up your intro. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Hey, a cool day today.
Yeah, as expected, maybe even a degree or two cooler than we expected at this time. We've got a warming trend into the weekend, though. I was actually just running some of the numbers for Friday through Sunday, and we will be warmer. Let's take a look at what's happening right now with traffic, and you can see here that there are no major problems. Pike looks good, 91 looks good. Even downtown Springfield running normally at this time. Let's take a look at the temperatures now. 33 Westfield, Springfield, 34 in Northampton, 38 in Greenfield, and even in the 20s. We're still in the 20s in parts of the Berkshires. It's a thin layer of clouds overhead. Should make for a nice sunset for what it's worth. We'll talk about our rain and snow chances for the weekend with our 22 News Storm Team Skycast.
3 people in Millers Falls are now without a home after a fire early this morning. According to the Turners Falls fire chief, crews were called to the area of 29 East Main Street at around 1 o'clock this morning, where they saw fire coming from the first floor of the home. That fire spread to the second floor and the attic, prompting a mutual aid response from 14 towns. No one was hurt and the cause is under investigation. 2 men were arrested in Springfield for trafficking drugs and assaulting police officers. According to Springfield police, officers stopped a vehicle on Union Street at around 8 o'clock Tuesday night. The driver and passenger, Roberto Delgado and Jonathan Figueroa, began to walk away from the vehicle after one suspect punched an officer in the face and the other grabbed a fanny pack out of the car and ran away. They found them near Union and Stebbins Street and recovered about 29 grams of crack cocaine, 1 bag of cocaine, 2 bags of marijuana, and about 216 bags of heroin from the fanny pack. They both face various drug and assault charges. Police in Deerfield are warning the public about a door-to-door scam. They say they've received several complaints about scammers pretending to work for or with Eversource. The scammers are promising a lower bill if you sign up with them. According to police, the town of Deerfield requires permits of solicitation, and Eversource does not go door to door selling solar or offering better rates on electricity. The air raid siren at the warehouse in Holyoke may soon sound once again. The City Council voted last night to add exemptions to the city's noise ordinance. These would allow the siren to be activated for up to 2 minutes at noon on Fridays. The siren was a weekly tradition in the city for decades, but it went silent after the owners received a cease and desist order from the city because of a noise complaint. The order for the change now goes to the city clerk to provide the official legal form for the mayor to sign. Cool day today, Brian, but it looks like as we head through the rest of the week, things start to warm up once again.
Yeah, we do. We've got a chance at 60 degrees here over the weekend. In fact, let's take a look at the conditions right now. Clouds and radar showing some thin clouds overhead, and that will translate into some scattered clouds at least early this evening. 5 o'clock this afternoon on the 22 News Storm Team Skycast. You can see just a few scattered clouds around. Evening temps will be dropping through the 20s, I expect. So it's going to be a brisk night, and then clouds will be on the increase after midnight. Overnight low temperatures between 16 and 22. And our Skycast has been fairly persistent in a mostly cloudy day here tomorrow. Some of the other forecast guidance that we look at have had a little bit more brighter skies for us. We're going to call it partly sunny to mostly cloudy tomorrow. We'll be optimistic and keep at least a chance for some blue sky in. But we expect a dry day. High temperatures will be back into the 40s we expect here tomorrow. And again, this starts a warming trend through the weekend. We'll show you on 22 News at 5.
The Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade is less than a week away, and today the Holyoke Chamber celebrated with their St. Patrick's Breakfast. The log cabin in the city was packed with residents, business leaders, and community members. The breakfast recognized the rich Irish history of the Western Massachusetts community, celebrating those who make the parade possible. and this year's award recipients. The Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade starts this Sunday at 11:10 a.m. and if you can't make it, you can watch it right here on 22 News. A comedy legend is coming soon to Tanglewood. Jon Stewart, the host of Comedy Central's The Daily Show, is taking the stage at the iconic music venue June 20th. Stewart is known for his political satire. He's also a social activist who's helped get some major legislation passed in the federal government. Tickets go on sale Monday and they can be purchased online through the Tanglewood website. GameStop has officially named 3 beloved video game platforms as retro consoles. On Monday, the company announced that the PlayStation 3, the Xbox 360, and the Nintendo Wii U received the designation after a careful analysis. GameStop adds that, unlike modern systems, those consoles still have component cables, and they can't play the popular video game Fortnite. Customers can now bring in their retro platforms to any GameStop store to receive a 10% trade-in credit. Tonight on 22 News, starting at 5 o'clock, the opening date for a proposed re-entry facility in Westfield has been pushed back. Hear why local community members are once again protesting that plan. We're live at that protest tonight. And the Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade is a time to celebrate safely, of course. We'll show you how the city's police are reinforcing their safety measures. Plus, the start of spring isn't just marked by the calendar, so as our winters get shorter, we'll break down the natural cues that signal when spring has arrived. Brian?
Traffic looks pretty good. You can see here that there are no major delays on I-91, 291, or the Pike, and we expect the weather to stay dry here through the end of the week. We'll update you on what the weekend looks like. The weekend updated on Wednesday with our 22 News Storm Team 7-day forecast.
I love that. Brian, thanks. Hey, thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. Updates anytime at wwlp.com, the free 22 News app, and always on 22 News Plus. We'll see you tonight starting at 5.